Sreya means permanent benefit. Sreya means permanent benefit. Swakarmakrit mukta sangas tato bhuyan adogdha dharmam atmana ardhagna samsaya cheta. Artha means purpose. So there is Artha, there is a Paramartha. The real thing is Paramartha, understanding the Supreme Lord, everything done for the Supreme Lord. The one who is knowledge about Arthagnadam, one who is knowledge and understood the purpose of the money, purpose of the facility, purpose of the resources, purpose of human life, purpose of this body, purpose of everything. Ultimate goal of life, ultimate purpose. That is the real thing. So, but he is giving the various grades, last verse, few verses. This is similar to Sri Rupa Goswami's instructions. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's instruction, Rupa Goswami, chapter 19 of Madhya Leela. So, same thing. First, Lord is starting from there, giving the various gates so that we understand. As Lord Krishna is giving in Bhagavad Gita as well. So, otherwise, he wants to talk from chapter 1, beginning verse number 1 to last verse, pure devotion. But unless you understand what is not pure, then it will be difficult for us to realize what is pure devotion service. So that's why these things has to be explained properly. Ardhagna samsaya cheta tata sreya swakarma krit mukta sangastato bhuyan adogdha dharmamatmanaha. Ardhagna samsaya cheta tata sreya swakarma krit mukta sangastato bhuyan adogdha dharmamatmanaha. More toward Ardhagnat. Then one who knows the purpose of the Vedas. Samsaya, doubts. Cheta, one who cuts off. The fourth chapter ending, last verse is there. Chatvairam samsayam yogam aptishtotta bharata. Cut these knots, cut this ignorance. Get up and fight. Give up this ignorance. Are in the verse of 1 to 23. Vidyo hridaya grantis chidyante sarva samsaya. Kshiyante jasya karmana drastva evatmanis. See the real self. Remove these layers of gross body, subtle body, all these layers, so much you have formed. In your eyes, you have formed, in your ears, you have formed, nose, you have formed, all these glands formed, layers of thickness. You can't see the real thing, it is obstructed. The real vision is obstructed. A real knowledge is obstructed. A real smell is obstructed. Real taste is obstructed. So, real sense perception is obstructed. Everything is, we accepted falsity as the real thing. So, that has to be cut. That means not physically, it is internally that illusion has to be cut. Many times we think that the Lord says that what is Tyaga, what is renunciation, we think that we should give up every activity. No, we should not give up. The real thing to serve the Lord, that cannot be given up. So you use everything belongs to the Lord only. We should use. Nothing we have come with it, neither we can take it. So everything is of the Lord only. So we should utilize in His service. That has to do, because many times this conception is there. Cut off is what cut off? What detachment we are talking about? Tata, than him, Sreyan, better. Swakarma is prescribed duties. Krit, one who executes. Mukta Sangha, liberated from material association. Tata, than him, Bhuya, better. Adogda, not executing. Dharmam, devotion service. There is the real dharma is devotion service. But there are so many dharma. That's why Krishna, Lord Krishna has to stress it at the end, concluding Sarva Dharman Parityajya. So people cannot even understand the term dharma. Then so it is very difficult. People have concocted so many dharmas. Atmana for himself. Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. Better than the Brahmana who knows the purpose of the Vedas. Those Prahlad Maharaj's prayers to Lord Narasimha, that is very clearly indicating the clear difference between the devotee and the Brahmana. So, better than a Brahmana will pick up those Prahlad Maharaj's teachings and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's teachings to Rupa Goswami in this particular verse. Better than the Brahmana who knows the purpose of the Vedas is he who can dissipate all doubts. And better than him is one who strictly follows the Brahminical principles. Better than him is one who is liberated from all material contamination. And better than him is a pure devotee who execute devotion service without expectation of reward. is also that Prabhupada in the purport elaborating of neophyte, Kanishta Adhikari, the Madhyam Adhikari, intermediate stage, and then Uttam Adhikari, 3 stage. These 3 layers have been explained in Act of Instruction verse, I think 7 or 8 verse, I think 6, sixth verse, because there is offering respects, obeisances, so all that, 3 different devotees. So there, Prabhupada is quoting those 3 categories in Srimad Bhagavatam. Interaction between Nimi and Maharaj, King Nimi and Navayogendras. This is discussed elaborately about these 3 different. Throughout Srimad, multiple places. In King Yati's case also, when his father asked, give up your, I want to enjoy more, give up this young body. There also, this instruction is there. First class servant, second class servant, not even a bhakti, but even just as a father and the son, what relationship? What is first class? What is second class? First class means without father telling, knowing it and following it is first class. Second class means father has to tell you, then we follow it, that is second class. Third class means despite him telling, no, we reject, we don't want to follow, that is third class. Fourth class means we'll do whatever I like. We don't even consider he's a father, only for name only. We want his wealth, we want everything, but we don't want to do anything with it, anything with him. So that is the fourth class and lower grades. This is the same, applies also in devotion service. What is first class, second class? With Guru, with Prabhupada, Sampradaya Acharya. If you follow it in alignment, without him telling again and again, that is first class. Like Prabhupada has understood the desires of Sri Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has understood the desires of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So that is first class. Second class means at least, when he instructs, at least we follow. But most of the time we are not even there, not even second class, third class. If he instructs also, still we have a problem in following it. Why? First question comes, why? Why he is instructing me? So that we have to rectify the third class and come to at least operate a second class. Then only we can practice pure devotion. If we don't, then we can't practice pure devotion service. So that is where everything lies. Translation. So let us repeat. Better than a Brahmana who knows the purpose of Vedas is he who can dissipate all doubts. And better than him is one who strictly follows the Brahmanical principles. Better than him is one who is liberated from all material contaminants. And better than him is a pure devotee who execute devotional service without expectation of reward. So let us offer our respects and obeisances, prayers to the ओमुत्थानतिमिरं तस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्येश्वरं। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो अनन्तकोटिवैष्णववृन्द की जय। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam, as we discussed, Prabhupada Goswami understood this is the verse. Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Mera Bhutale Swayam Rupak Tada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Shri Prabhupada Goswami, Prabhupada ki jai, Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Bhaktivinoda ki jai. As we get this verse, here Lord Kapil Dev is instructing Mother Devavati of the various grades of devotees, various grades of living entities, as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructing, Prahlad Maharaj instructing, purport by Sri Prabhupada. Arthagna Brahmana refers to one who has made a thorough analytical study of the absolute truth and who knows that the absolute truth is realized in 3 different phases. What is the verse in Bhagavad Gita? So, namely, Brahman, Paramatma, Bhagavan, 1 to 11. Vadanti Tattva Vidas Tattvam. Brahmeti, Paramatmeti, Bhagavaniti, Sabdayati. So 3 realizations, but he has understood, but he is not perfect yet. So Abdagnath, so that's a let us understand what is the highest we have to understand. Then we can understand also the lowest. The highest is our Belamangal Thakur is quoting in his Govinda Damodara Stotra, 72 verses or so, in that the 4th or 5th verse. Vikretu Kama Kilagopakanya Murari Padarpita, the second line is very important. Murari Padarpita Chitta Vritti. Chitta means consciousness, his mind, his heart, his soul, his senses, everything is at the lotus feet of Murari. Murari means Lord Krishna. And he is represented as Prabhupada Sampradaya Acharya and spiritual master. Murari Padarpita Chitta Vritti. Tadyante Avocana Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. So they have all the gopis are going to sell yogurt, milk, all these products, but they are not saying that. They have all these things ready to sell, but they have forgotten everything. And they are thinking of, they are calling out Govinda Damodara Madhava. They are remembering Krishna. They forgot their what is they are supposed to do, and they are thinking of this is the highest level of pure devotion. This is what their everything is to offer for the Lord. Nothing they are thinking to do anything separately from the Lord. Their life is meant to only please the Lord and Guru. So that is what actually pure devotional service in simple terms. And Prahlad Maharaj gives that nothing can satisfy the Lord, only devotion. Only who is going to, wants to please the Lord, that's what satisfies the Lord. Nothing. None of the opulence will please. Manye dana vijana rupa tapa. Before quoting this Brahmana and Vaishnava business, then he is quoting this verse. 7, 9, 10. 7, 9, 9, 10, 11. Very important verses. As soon as he is submitting offering his respects, obeisance to Lord Narasimha is quoting these verses. Very important to realize and know it. Manye dhana vijana rupa tapa sruta aujas teja prabhava bal buddhi paurusha yoga na aradhanaya. None of these can be worship or satisfy, please the Lord. Your wealth, your prosperity, your charity, but we are attracted. Many times the devotees are also attracted by these things. So attracted by these things. Sometimes choosing Guru also is attracted by these things. Yes, yes, because that is a glittering thing is there in us, in our heart. That's why we are attracted by this thing. But what is we have to be attracted by? Who has that beauty and who has done significant things? That's what we are attracted. We are supposed to be attracted by. So, who is the gem among the disciples of Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur? Prabhupada. So, that we have to consider. From that way, Sampradaya Acharya. He has understood the desires of Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur. So, that is the real. That is pure devotee of the Lord. So, fire is running in. So, that's why we have to catch him. Then we'll also become fire. Otherwise, it's very nothing else pleases. We please Sri Prabhupada, follow his instruction, hear from him, read his books, thoroughly scrutinizing, not parrot reading. Only read one verse at a time. Don't read so many verses every day. Then you can't understand what is the essence. Each verse is very significant in its own. So, manye dhana vijana rupa tapas kuta teja prabhava balabuddhi paurna aradhanaya parasya pumsyo bhaktya tutosha bhagavan. Only to please the Lord. Bhaktya Tutosha Bhagavan Gajayotapaya. Lord Gajendra as a devotee, great devotee as Anantadjuna Maharaj as a Gajendra has understood the real thing. Finally, after 1,000 years of fight, he offered himself with a lotus flower with great difficulty. And he submitted and Lord immediately came as he offered. So then he says, Vipra Dvisana Guna Aravinda Nava Padaravinda Vimukha. Vipra, this is a great Brahmana. Veda Padat Bhaved Vipra, who has understood, has learned these Vedas, studied it, but he is not great because Vipra Dvisat Guna, he has 12 qualities. Sanat Sujata is quoting the 12 qualities, but he is Vimukha against serving the Lord. Aravinda Nav Padar, who has lotus navel, lotus feet, lotus face, lotus eyes, lotus eyebrows, all these things. So that personality is against. He is worshipping, ringing the bell, but he really is not actually attached. He is not attentive to the Lord's service. He is not attentive to his representative. And then he has not understood the bhakti. Padaravinda Vimukha. But better than even Swapacho Varishtam. Who is that? Prana Manye Vachane Hitartha Pranam Punati Sabhurimana. He is thinking that prestige, most of the time, this is the case. Because goodness is a blockage in devotion service. Because Brahmana is thinking, I am the great Brahmana, I am worshipping, I am the great in worshipping and chanting the mantras and puja and everything, I am great in this. So I know everything. So that is a great drawback. Great drawback. because instead of thinking of what I can do, what what I don't have, what devotion I don't have, I should borrow it from my spiritual master and I should offer myself at the lotus feet of the Lord. That too is not thinking. He's thinking how great he is. He's thinking as prestige, then he's disqualified. He's not a Vaishnava. But those who the dog eater coming from dog eater background, but he's worshipping the Lord with great intensity and absorption, following the previous acharya, then he is a great devotee. He is in the forefront. In this, the otherwise dharma nishta, karma nishta, jnana nishta. So is are at the lower level. Highest is one of the pure devotee. So that's why so Prahlad Maharaj is saying this point. Difference between the Brahmana and the Vaishnava. Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur has given elaborate presentation, presenting his father, Bhaktivinoda Thakur's case in fighting, showing the real thing, quoting various shastras. Here also same thing. Rupa Goswami has been instructed by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu at the ashram at Ghat in Prayag, Allahabad. With Rupa Goswami and Anupam, his brother was there and met Vallabhacharya, Vallabh Bhatta was there. Then Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is instructing. It begins with it. There are various living entities, 8.4 million species. Out of that, moving and non-moving. Out of that, then there are Dharmanishta. So many, they are trying to follow the Vedic principle. But many of them, more than half, are only offer lip service. They do something, but really their heart is not there. They represent, showcase themselves as I'm the Vedic follower, I'm Vedic. So we follow Vedas. So, but they really their heart is not ready to accept the Vedas, essence of the Vedas, purpose of the Vedas. So they are in the first business, and above them is the karmanishta. Those who are trying to offer their fruitive activities. Gnanis are also in that category. Prabhupada explains in that purport. So karmis are interested in fruitive activities, results and getting the results. What benefit I can get as devotee. That's why as devotees also we have to make sure that this is we should try to minimize it, reduce it as much as possible. Sometimes we are in great need of it, so then we may offer prayer, but at least do to the Lord, not go to the demigods. That's why in the chapter 7, Krishna says, why didn't he speak before? Because sometimes as devotion service also we look for these benefits. At least, okay, if you have this benefit business, then at least come to me. Don't go to the demigod. That's why in 7 knowledge of the absolute. If you want to understand absolute nature of this knowledge and absolute nature of Supreme Lord, then you should move away from worshipping the demigod. It's otherwise giving the this bribing these different members of the government. Government is the main business. You just follow the rules and government will decide. You pay the bill, tax bill or irrigation bill, whatever different bills you pay. You don't need to go to this department and pay to the executive heads of those various departments and pay them bribe, and that means you're going in a indirect way like that, going to demigods. Otherwise, you directly go to the Lord. Understand their representatives, you respect their position, but we have to follow what Lord says. Bhagavad Gita clearly Lord is telling that. You offer everything, whatever you do. That's reason. Pranam mana vachane hitartha. One is real devotee, even though his dog eater business coming from that background, but his life is there, his mind, his senses, his activity, everything is meant only to the Arvindana at the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord and his representative. That is his everyday business. That's what his practice is about. Atmendriya Tutyama Tarinam Pram, Krishnendriya Tutyama Tarinam Prem. What is Prem? What is pure devotion service? Are we offering ourselves? Everything is meant for the only Lord's pleasure or something else? That means we are not practicing to do something else, we are practicing. That we are doing. That's why Prahlad Maharaj prayers also is very clear. After explaining from Sravanam to Pada Sevanam Atmanivedan, he is telling Iti Pumsakpita Vishnu. First you offer to Lord Vishnu. Take Sankalpa first. And then try to execute, come to the pure devotion within each of these. Hearing, chanting, everything is meant to only please the Lord and Guru only. Because Prabhupada said so, chant 16. Prabhupada said so, every day scrutiny. Prabhupada said everything. So Prabhupada attend Mangalarti, try to wake up, try to chant. All these things, Prabhupada said it. So by following, he is pleasing to him and then automatically pleases the Supreme Lord. That is what pure devotion. We just need to follow the previous Acharya's business, then everything else automatically will fall into the pure devotion. To the degree we don't follow any of his instructions, to that degree we cannot practice it, we can't attain it. Pure devotion. It's very as simple as that. So, because he knows he's practicing it, he has realized it, he's teaching us the same thing. You do exactly as I am doing it. It's not rocket science. What is the difficulty? He's telling Sutta Prabhu. You just do what I'm waking up, I'm chanting, I'm hearing, I'm giving class, you also do it. So he allowed disciples, Mataji also give class in the beginning only. So we allowed everything very compassionately. You just follow me. What is it's not a big deal, rocket science. Everybody can become pure devotee. You just need to hook on to the me, pure devotee, previous acharya, then you can become pure devotee. So that you can give up this karma stuff business, then jnana stuff business. Everybody is looking for benefits only. Karma is looking for benefit, jnana is looking for how I can merge into Brahmana position, how I can get some ananda happiness, or how I can become God. The yogis also think, how can I get mystic perfections, how I can show some magic. But none of these, all these are poison only. Simply knowingly take poison only. So, as Narottam Das Thakur says, that Sakala Vishera Bhanda, Karma, Jnana, Yoga, all these are. Only the path of pure devotion is the one which gives the real happiness to God. This is the Sriya. That's what Prabhupada is explaining in it elaborately. Ardhagna Brahmana, want to refer to the Madhya Leela, chapter 22, verse number all the way 141 to 152, I think, 150. 8-9 verses, Rupa Goswami has been instructed very elaborately each category. So, great detail. Ardhagna Brahmana refers to one who has made thorough analytical study of the absolute truth and who knows that the absolute truth relies in three phases. Is someone not only has this knowledge but is able to clear all doubts. If questioned about the absolute truth, he is considered better than further. There may be a learned Brahmana Vaishnava is bringing Brahmana Vaishnava, who can explain clearly and eradicate all doubt. But if he does not follow the Vaishnava principles, then he is not situated in the higher level. One must be able to clear all doubts and simultaneously be situated in Brahmanical characteristics. Such a person who knows the purpose of Vedic injunctions, who can employ the principle laid down in the Vedic literature, and who teaches his disciple in that way is called an Acharya. Because Achunoti Sranam, that means he himself is practicing, he is teaching others. He is a first class disciple, but he is first class, means Param Bhagavata, Paramahamsa devotee coming down from Uttamadhikari stage to the Madhyama, because he has to distinguish. That's why when Vyasdev is walking in, he's distinguishing. That's why women are covering. Because he has to come down to the next level to teach, to distinguish his grasta, what he needs, how I can instruct him according to his capacity, his position, his situation. So that is Guru's business. He has to see. If he doesn't distinguish, then it's a problem. We cannot instruct according to it. So that's why Uttamadhikari comes down to Madhyamadhikari. But he can eradicate all the doubts, he can explain with examples. But Madhyamadhikari cannot explain everything, cannot answer everything. Is fixed up in devotion service, as Balamangal Thakur used that. That is Tiratara. That's why every day we have to execute enthusiastically. Bhakti Tiratara Atvai Bhagavan Syat. Dharmartha Kamam Samaya Pratiksha. Then everything will stand at doorstep. Every benefit, everything will get. Whatever we need, everything Lord will arrange. But we have to execute consistently every day. Not even one day we should fail. As per Ekadasi, without a doubt, we cannot fail. We cannot sleep. We cannot, period. We cannot sleep. If you want to follow Prabhupada means we cannot sleep. Ekadasi, festival day, we cannot sleep. Doesn't matter you slept or not slept. We just cannot sleep it. If you are not, if you are means not on the path of pure devotion service, that period. We have to take it because that's what Prabhupada says. We have to follow. We never allowed anybody to sleep in the temple. Anybody who is in the temple, they must. Otherwise, you should not be in the temple. Prabhupada is very clear about it. He is so strict, that's why he could do in 10 years what nobody could do. If he was so lenient, then everything would have fallen apart. But he is so strict about it because he wants to make sure, he wants to take everybody back to God. Then he has to be strict. If he is not strict, then milk will be just with water only. Later on, it will become simply water. Then what use is there? So that's what Prabhupada is very clear in the purport, also very elaborately. Prabhupada explained. Time is run out, so please read the purport again. But the essence is already we have got from Prahlad Maharaj and Rupa Goswami. Gamra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Bhakti ki jai, Vaishnava ki jai. Thank you very much for your attention and association.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. We'd like to wish everybody a safe and Krishna conscious day ahead. Very auspicious day. Pandav, 17 June 2024. Ekadasi. Tomorrow's Pana time is from 5:25 to 10:27 a.m. There'll be Ekadasi Kirtan in the temple in the evening from 7 to 9 p.m. You're all invited. We'd like to offer our prayers to the Supreme Lord by chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Ram
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
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 Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare.
Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
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 Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Ram
Rama,
Ram
Hare Hare.
Ram Hare Hare
Shina Singho,
Jai
Jaina
Singha
Singho,
Jai
Jaina
Singha Jai
Singho,
Jai Singha
Praladesha, Jaya
Jai
Padma Kapadma
Singha
Vindam, Ugravira
वीर
Mahavishnu, Parantam
महाविष्णु
Sarvatam Mukam,
सर्वतोमुखं
Narsingam Bhishtanam
भीषणं
Bhajanam, Yamitim
भद्रं
Namiham.
नमाम्यहम्
Narsingh Bhagwan ki Jai, Prahlad Maharaj.
जय
Let's offer our Amar obeisances to all the assembled Vaishnavas. Vancha kalpatarusha kripa sindhu bhavacha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Vaishnavrinda ki Jai.
जय
Grandpa Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai.
जय
Gol Premanande. Hari Hari.
हरि हरि बोल थैंक यू
Thank
कृष्ण
you,
नामांजन
Prabhuji.
प्रभु
Thank you.
थैंक यू
Hare
एवरीवन हरे
Krishna.
कृष्ण हरि बोल